Ozarks in 5, brought to you by Talking Rocks Cavern. Explore the beauty above and below ground at Talking Rocks Cavern. The Springfield Greene County Park Board reminding you to go play. And Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service. Call Southwest Missouri's best plumber today for a free estimate. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Hello again. It's Tuesday, and we are happy to be with you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening wherever you are. We appreciate it. We'll start with news.
All right, here it is. The Springfield man arrested early yesterday morning after leading Greene County deputies on a chase. The man had stolen a work truck near Kansas and High Street. The driver then got it stuck into a fence at Nichols Park, ended up taking off on foot. He jumped out, took off, but was arrested after a short foot chase. Fortunately, no one was injured. Missouri Secretary of State AG Ashcroft says that he has seen no evidence that there are unregistered foreign agents interfering with Missouri elections. That accusation was made by State Representative Sarah Unsicker, who was running for Attorney General as a Democrat, but has since dropped out of the race. Interestingly, her claims were made against her primary opponent, Elad Gross. She said since his mom served in the Israeli military in the 70s and then immigrated to the U.S. in the 80s, that it should be concluded on behalf of the or that they are working on behalf of the Israel Defense Forces to interfere with Missouri elections. However, members of her own party have criticized her stance on this and other related matters.
Okay. Springfield Public Schools had slightly higher scores on the latest district report card from the state. Last year, SPS scored an average overall 73.7%. This year, the district raised the score by almost 2 points to 75.5. Desi says students performed above the state average for English, language arts. They also showed improvement in math. However, they say some sections showed students scoring either average or even below average levels. Another thing here, Springfield saw high marks for its high school graduation rate at 96.5, so that's good. That's been a focus. The report card is part of the school's accreditation status according to the state curriculum standards.
All right. Well, we told you about the Missouri statewide adoption of the drug monitoring program. Missouri was, in fact, the last state to adopt it, but it tracks prescription drug use among patients. And now a sociology professor from St. Louis University says, beware, the program might not have the overall intended good effect that we want it to. The professor points out that even though other states have operated in the tracking system for years, they are still having overdose rates that go up, not down. She said, quote, taking away pills doesn't mean people with addiction are cured. In fact, the professor goes on to say that it could make people turn to street drugs, like illicit street drugs that can be even more potent and potentially laced with fentanyl. So the tracking system, though, it is law now for Missouri doctors and pharmacists, and patients, of course, should beware, because if you are turning to the streets, in fact, to get your pills, you need to know that they could be even more dangerous than it was when you were doctor shopping.
Man, it's amazing just how powerful drugs are.
I know. And I understand that professor's point totally, but Missouri's been the last state to get on board with the tracking system. Other states like it. They also say that it has cut down on doctor shopping where the same person goes from one doctor to the next. But I get what she's saying. If you're an addict, then
it's
perhaps
not cure everything.
Right. Yeah. So
it's a step, but it's not a cure for everything. This happened yesterday. You may have heard about this. Pope Francis will now allow priests to bless same-sex couples. The Vatican issued a new document explaining a fairly radical change in Vatican policy by insisting that people seeking God's love and mercy shouldn't be subject to, quote, an exhaustive moral analysis to receive it. But the Pope said that allowing blessings should not be confused with the sacrament of marriage, which the Pope maintains is still a union between a man and a woman alone. So when the priest does the blessing, it cannot be anywhere related to a marriage ceremony, is what they're saying. So interesting. I know Catholics have a lot of different views on that, so it'd be interesting to hear. Black Lab Coffee Company in downtown Springfield is no more after 3 years in business there. Closed over the weekend on West McDaniel. Owners hinted they're looking for a better location for that coffee shop. Their other 2 locations in Republic and Galloway Village do remain open. Black Lab Coffee downtown is closed.
Yeah. It's funny because I've only ever been to the one in Republic and Galloway Village several times. And so I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of people downtown, but it's just interesting that the one's closed. The one that is closing is the only one that I haven't actually been to, you know?
I haven't been to the one downtown. I've been to one of them though. I think it was Galloway Village.
Yeah. And you and I have been together to the one in Republic
Okay.
several years ago after the Republic Triathlon. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
It was fun. All right. So that's Black Lab, and now to a new business, or at least new life for a business on Commercial Street. This is exciting. After 6 years with one owner, Springfield Mercantile Company is now in new hands. The pandemic forced that store mainly online, selling their wares, but they are opening again to the public under new ownership. The new owner says she'll continue selling sustainable housewares and supplies. Home decor, personal care items is going to be added into the inventory, as well as many handmade items like sweaters, coats, bags that the owner will be making herself. So that's really cool. Again, you'll be able to check them out on Commercial Street in, once again, a brick and mortar location. Cool. This is interesting. If you're a lottery player, or if your family member is a lottery player, you might want to go interview them, question them, because someone in Springfield is $50,000 richer, but we don't know who. Merry Christmas to that person. There was a Powerball ticket bought in a Springfield local come and go on November 27th, and the winner matched 4 out of the 5 white ball numbers plus the Powerball number and won $50,000 to tell about it. I can't remember. I don't play the lottery, but is Missouri a state that you have to announce who it is? Like, we just don't know yet. You know what I mean? I can't remember the law here. You know, some states allow the person to remain anonymous, others do not. But anyway, that person, it's just interesting to me when you don't know who it is. And then you like wonder if it's your
Well, I mean, this
neighbor.
is 50 grand.
Yeah.
This isn't life-changing money for most
It's
people.
sort of, I mean,
$50,000. That's like 2 trips to the grocery store.
I know. And then once taxes are taken out, like it's a huge hit. But that's sort of a lot. I mean, I guess
it's
taxes
nice.
And inflation, whatever. I see what you're saying. But
it's not,
so maybe nobody's going to have their hand out to this new.
No, you're not going to have your hand out. But also, I mean, I don't think anybody cares who it is. It's not the 50. It's not $500 million.
Yeah.
You know, those are the ones people care about.
Right.
Because then you do have your hand out.
If you're related at all, distant cousin. Yes, please. All right. This is fun. Jordan Valley Ice Park is offering free ice skating during the annual Festival of Lights display. You can rent skates for $3 per pair or bring your own ice skates if you'd rather. And it is for select dates such as Christmas Eve. So December 23rd. This is open to the public from 7 to 8:30 p.m. And get this, Christmas Day. On Christmas Day, they're going to be opened from 7 to 8:30 p.m.
That's interesting. The boy may want to go do that.
I know. You know, it's interesting because there's most businesses obviously are closed on Christmas, but some of them, like movie theaters, you know, like there's like family tradition. And very interestingly, Griffin told me yesterday that we need to go ice skating again. And then I saw this story and I was like, maybe we'll go as a Christmas Eve surprise or a Christmas Day surprise.
Yeah, he would love that, I'm sure.
He would love it. So maybe we'll do it. Anyway. All right. That's happening at Jordan Valley Ice Park. Good times.
Very good. Very good. I guess, we talked a lot yesterday, so we don't have as much to talk about today.
Yes, we did. And by we, I mean you, but it was good. It was all
I had
good.
2 good stories to tell. I had you two to talk about, and I had, we went to Buc-ee's. I went to Buc-ee's twice.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining us. Happy Tuesday. Hard to believe we are less than a week away from Christmas, but we will be back here tomorrow morning. So we will see you then.